In a room filled with tension, the air thick with anticipation, Zohran Mamdani and Nick Fuentes stand face to face representing two opposing ideologies. The stage is set for a clash of values, an ideological war where no holds are barred. Mamdani, a progressive force with a mission to challenge the status quo, and Fuentes, the firebrand conservative who thrives on controversy, are ready for the battle that will shake the political landscape. It starts with a question, an innocent enough inquiry on the future of American democracy. But as Mamdani responds with his usual vigor, advocating for inclusivity, equity, and a government that serves the people, Fuentes interrupts. The exchange quickly escalates. Fuentes accusing Mamdani of being out of touch with reality, of pandering to the left-wing elites who seek to dismantle American values. In response, Mamdani fires back, his words sharp and direct, not backing down from Fuentes' attacks. It's not about dismantling America, Nick. It's about rebuilding it, building it for all people, not just the few who can afford to keep their seats at the table. The crowd gasps, sensing that this is no longer just a debate, it's personal. The tension is palpable, and you can feel the storm that's about to break. But then, just as things are about to spiral further, Fuentes drops a bombshell. He accuses Mamdani of betraying his own community, of selling out his roots to curry favor with a political agenda that could undermine the very fabric of the country. The accusation hits like a lightning strike. Mamdani's face hardens. He knows this is the moment the conversation crosses a line. And this is where the true drama of the debate begins. Fuentes, with his usual arrogance, leans into his chair, waiting for Mamdani's reaction. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, waiting for the next move. What happens next will define not just this debate, but the entire political narrative surrounding both men. The audience waits in stunned silence as Zohran Mamdani, for the first time in the debate, takes a deep breath. His eyes lock on Fuentes, who's now sitting back smugly, having seemingly landed a blow. But Mamdani is far from rattled. He leans forward, his voice steady, but with an intensity that sends a chill through the room. Nick, you talk about betrayal, but let's look at who's really selling out, Mamdani begins, his tone biting. You stand there, spewing hate, dividing the country, and you call that preserving America? The America I believe in is one where people have a voice, where every person, no matter their race, gender, or background, has an equal shot at success. What you're defending is a system built on oppression, on the backs of marginalized people. The audience murmurs, caught between disbelief and admiration. Mamdani's words hit home for many, but Fuentes isn't backing down. You're just another product of the leftist machine, Zohran, he sneers, a puppet pulling on the strings that you don't even understand. This country was built on hard work, and you're here talking about tearing it all down. You're a disgrace to everything we stand for. But this time, Mamdani's expression doesn't change. He's been in this fight before. And what Fuentes doesn't realize is that Mamdani's calm exterior is the calm before the storm. He has prepared for this moment, knowing that Fuentes would go low. And Mamdani is about to show just how high he can rise. I'll tell you what I'm not, Mamdani continues, his voice unwavering. I'm not a person who cowers in fear or sticks to an agenda that hurts people. The America I see doesn't belong to a select few. It belongs to everyone who believes in fairness and justice, not just the ones who can afford to shout the loudest. The room falls silent as Mamdani delivers his final line. He's not just defending his ideals. He's defending the soul of the nation. The crowd feels it. There's something magnetic about his conviction. But Fuentes, though rattled, smirks, preparing for his counterattack. He's not done yet. Nick Fuentes leans forward now, clearly agitated but determined to hold his ground. You're an idealist, Zohran. That's your problem. You think the world can be saved by words and policies that ignore the reality of what this country needs. You're living in a dream. And I'm here to wake you up. He pauses, watching Mamdani's reaction. The crowd is restless, sensing a major turning point. This debate isn't just about politics anymore. It's about the direction the country should take. Fuentes is trying to make it personal, to push Mamdani into a corner. But Zohran, ever the strategist, doesn't flinch. The reality you talk about is one of division, Nick, Mamdani responds, his voice now tinged with frustration. It's a reality where only those with power get to decide who counts and who doesn't. You're so focused on maintaining a broken system that you refuse to see the damage it's causing. But let me tell you something. The truth has a way of catching up to you, and it's coming for you, just like it's coming for those who continue to perpetuate this injustice. The crowd erupts. Mamdani has done it. He's turned the tables. And for a moment, it feels like the entire room is holding its breath. Fuentes, clearly not expecting this, tries to respond, but Mamdani cuts him off. You talk about reality, Mamdani says. But I'm here to tell you, reality isn't just about the world as it is. It's about the world we want to create. And you can either be part of that vision or you can stay trapped in your version of the past. It's clear now, Mamdani isn't just in this fight to win. He's in it to change the game. And Fuentes? His argument is losing steam. As the debate reaches its fever pitch, Fuentes tries to regain control. He attacks Mamdani personally, calling him a traitor, a puppet of the left. But Mamdani, unwavering, remains calm. You want to call me a traitor? Fine. But I'm not the one trying to tear down everything this country stands for. I'm not the one standing in the way of progress. I'm fighting for the future where everyone, regardless of their background, has a voice. The crowd is on their feet now, roaring in approval. Mamdani has done it. He's not just won the debate, he's turned the narrative around. Fuentes, cornered and defeated, retreats. Mamdani has emerged as the hero, standing tall in the face of adversity, fighting for a future built on justice, equality, and hope. As the debate wraps up, Mamdani turns to the audience, his words ringing with hope. It's not about the loudest voice, it's about the right voice. And together we'll make sure that voice is heard. If you're inspired by Zohran's unwavering fight for justice, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your thoughts below. Let's keep this conversation going.